Good morning, everyone. I am Esraa, your classmate, and today I'm gonna talk about subject-verb agreement. First of all, we will discuss basic subject-verb agreement. Singular verb A. My friend lives in Boston. Plural verb B. My friends live in Boston. Verb S or ES, third person singular in the simple present tense. Noun S or ES, plural. C. My brother and sister live in Boston. D. My brother, sister, and cousin live in Boston. Two or more subjects connected by and require a plural verb. E. Each man, woman, and child needs love. F. Each book and magazine is listed in the card catalog. Exception: every and each are always followed immediately by singular nouns. In this case, even when there are two or more nouns connected by and, the verb is singular. G. The book on political parties is interesting. I. My dog, as well as my cats, likes cat food. K. The book that I got from my parents was very interesting. H. The ideas in that book are interesting. J. My dogs, as well as my cat, like cat food. L. The books that I bought at the bookstore were expensive. Sometimes a phrase or clause separates a subject from its verb. These interrupting structures do not affect basic agreement. For example, in G, the interrupting prepositional phrase on political parties does not change the fact that the verb is must agree with the subject book. In K and L, the subject and verb are separated by an adjective clause. M. Growing flowers is her hobby. A gerund used as the subject of the sentence require a singular verb. A second subtitle that we have today, which is using expressions of quantity. Singular verb. Some of the book is good. B. Some of the books are good. C. A lot of equipment is new. D. A lot of friends are here. E. 2/3 of the money is mine. F. 2/3 of the pennies are mine. In most expressions of quantity, the verb is determined by the noun or pronoun that follows of. For example, in A, some of plus singular noun requires a singular verb. In B, some of plus plural noun requires a plural verb. G, one of my friends is here. H, each of my friends is here. I, every one of my friends is here. Exceptions: one of, each of, and every one of take singular verbs. J, none of the boys is here. K, none of the boys are here. In the informal case, subjects with none of are considered singular in the very formal English, but plural verbs are often used in informal speech writing. L, the number of students in the class is 15. M, a number of students were late for class. Compare. In L, the number is the subject. In M, a number of is an expression of quantity meaning a lot of. It is followed by a plural noun and requires a plural verb. And the third subtitle, which comes under subject-verb agreement, that using there plus be. A, there are 20 students in the class. B, there is a fly in the room. In the structure there plus be, there is called an expletive. It has no meaning as a vocabulary word. It introduces the idea that something exists in a particular place. Pattern: there plus be plus subject plus expression of place. C, there are 7 continents. Sometimes the expression of place is omitted when the meaning is clear. In C, the implied expression of a place is clearly in the world, so there are 7 continents in the world. Singular verb: there's a book on the shelf. There are some books on the shelf. The subject follows be when there is used. In D, the subject is book. In E, the subject is books. F, informal case: there is some books on the shelf. In very informal spoken English, some native speakers use a singular verb even when the subject is plural, as in if. The use of this form is fairly frequent, but it not generally considered to be grammatically correct. And the final topic, which comes under subject-verb agreement, which is some irregularities. Singular verb. A. The United States is not or big. B. The Philippines consists of more than 7,000 islands. C. The United Nations has its headquarters in New York City. D. Sears is a department store. Sometimes a proper noun that ends in S, singular, is singular. In the examples, if the noun is changed to a pronoun, the singular pronoun it is used, not the plural pronoun they, because the noun is singular. In A, the United States, it, not they. E, the news is interesting.